For me to the upper Midwest of which candidate is able to define themselves to say that I'm the trusted candidate for you. And candidly, I think this is going to be a race where we could have a popular vote one by one, an electoral college vote
Christie,
one by another.
And Mary Ann Marsh, thank you so much. Hello there. The weather is set to change this weekend, but there's no sign of summer returning. The last 24 hours has been very wet across many parts of the country. Some flooded scenes here in southern England with an inch of rain falling in about an hour. There could be some flooding in northeast England in the morning as well with that persistent rain from overnight. That rain band will move southwards through the day, heading towards Wales and the Midlands. South of that, some sunshine triggering some heavy and thundery showers. The weather should improve for Northern Ireland and Scotland and later in northern England with some sunshine. But for these areas, the winds will be much stronger, particularly windy around some of those North Sea coasts, maybe blowing in one or two showers as well. A disappointingly cool day on Friday. Again, temperatures 15 to 18 degrees. Now, the really wet weather that we're seeing across England and Wales into Friday is around that area of low pressure and weather front. It's trying to pull away on Saturday, getting nudged by this area of high pressure in the Atlantic. But with that sort of setup, we're left with a northerly wind on Saturday, and that will drag down some colder air across the UK. Indeed, right the way through the weekend, a bank holiday weekend for many, it's going to be quite chilly and it's going to be cold at night as well. A lot of dry weather around, and after a windy day on Saturday, the winds will be much lighter. But we've got those northerly winds on Saturday making it feel chilly. Some sunshine around. We will see some showers, especially across northern Scotland, and there's still the threat of some rain coming back towards Lincolnshire and East Anglia in particular. And it will be windy, especially in the morning, with the strongest winds down those North Sea coasts of England for a while could be gusting 50 miles an hour. That, of course, will make it feel much colder. And those temperatures are below average for the time of year, 15 to 17 degrees. And once we see the winds dropping overnight and the cloud melting away, we're going to find those temperatures will fall sharply. A really cold night for the time of year on Saturday night, worth bearing in mind if you're going to be out and about, perhaps camping, for example. As we head into Sunday and Monday, with this area of high pressure then moves across the UK, so the winds will fall much lighter. We've got a weather front arriving towards Northern Ireland by the end of Monday. But ahead of that, a lot of dry weather, a little bit of sunshine from time to time, lighter winds, but those temperatures aren't really going to change a great deal. And before then, of course, we've got more wet and perhaps windy weather on Friday.
I'm here at this hospital where they're already experiencing the benefits of AI. This is seriously cutting-edge technology.
Wouldn't it be good if firefighters could use technology to see what they're getting themselves into?
This is a very innovative project to protect the environment.
It's called the artificial tree.
You have to give them credit for blazing the trail.
A new tool to reboot democracy and find common ground amongst the most polarised of views.
Encrypted messaging apps to avoid interception from the police.
One thing that we know you will see is the expansion of the internet off the planet.
The Take on Tech. Click. Saturday and Sunday at 12:30 on the BBC News Channel.
This is BBC News with the very latest headlines for viewers in the UK and around the world. I'm David Eades. Donald Trump accepts the Republican Party's nomination for the US election. He accuses the Democrats of having a far-left agenda and being weak on law and order.
No one will be safe in Biden's America. My administration will always stand with the men and women of law enforcement.
The end of the Republican National Convention signals the start of the final 8 weeks of campaigning ahead of the election on the 3rd of November. Americans' divisions, though, have been laid bare by anti-Trump activists gathering outside the White House to protest against the death of black Americans at the hands of the police. Also, Louisiana assesses the scale of the damage caused by one of the most powerful storms the country has ever seen. At least 6 people have been killed. I have a dream. 57 years after Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic speech, US civil rights activists recreate his Washington March to highlight modern-day racial discrimination. Hello, thanks very much for joining us here on the BBC News. And in just the last hour, Donald Trump has formally accepted the Republican nomination to run for president in November. He made a point of presenting himself as the law and order candidate, and he laid into Joe Biden, his Democratic challenger. Mr. Trump said that Mr. Biden would destroy the American dream and give free rein to violent anarchists.